Mr. Lynch lives will be live forever. Good morning, Mr. Simple, or simply, 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 or simply. It's the not inch. It's March 29th, 2025, and it's a Saturday. In Naples, today totally cloudy. And also with the slight rain, sky, atmosphere in general. It's early afternoon practically, 13 and 13. 55 Fahrenheit, 12 Celsius. This means it's really softer than this is here. It's like soft because it shows for the spring and also the period since was 3 quarters of the years ago. It's up some remember I think I'm more than body. Cioè io suppose idea mi sure. To raise the other main things for same. So let's also say at the same time my purpose. But let's also say at the same time my purpose if I can't be sure to cioè Indians. It's better never happy paradox rivet for me. And I did also do when they were so for the autumn, in fact, the summer and the winter, in fact, in the sense that for the autumn is also adjective soft, for the summer adjective hot, and for the winter adjective cold, so sono si classic adjective, and the secret degrees is trasforming also figure for each other, absolutely compressed. 3 degrees in the spring atmosphere, and if the last days, in fact, this degrees of the day, it's like this, it's more similar and the winter atmosphere. Yes. Travel me always good a bit. Absolutely. Instead about the sky, also atmosphere general. Absolutely. Today I can say the same thing just for you. It's really bad. What is this? I can be more things. Ieri afternoon, I think at temperature, this repeats just 53 and 6 Fahrenheit, 12 Celsius. L'important thing was atmosphere at anticipated. So before, today this. Dese cortine sono dese cortine as I'm repeating sometimes dese cortine in general should sono most perfect se suppose perché sono doesn't repeat so this totally cloudy non so this that white cloudy sky so this that rain atmosphere and I think according to what I read what's the sensations other things I think later could became darker more obscure blacker that we might have heavier rain, but as recent bisogna agire su Wizards, so sì, inizia clear, si per scrivere, tu devi clear, bad, so si dice, dico, quindi di mio gruppo, insomma, non abbiamo quanto sei tu, hai canzoni diverse, infatti, non sente se queste in quote, più sotto logo, per effetto, via vita, di sicurezza ridi, insomma, diverse, infatti, dovevo avere indosso di sviluppo, per interprete, tu in via si parliamo bene di me, tolso un dove si better visible for me, it's not the initial, azione si viene a se carico cresciuto questo utilizzo mi hanno dipende di corte su genere visible sono sì che sono i better visible di initial sono sì che si considera mitico generation e infatti fra mitico perché prima AJAX che sono forti PG che si deve fare also sì che sono si spiega generation questi molto people fanno facendo riportare se la che dico tu o solo quando mi si strada also myself, and finally I hope you all had a great breakfast. Today it's late in general, I think also Mars, because it's late for Mars. The bowling parts that was far away from the reaction is a man to the street, was a story coming breakfast for intense late. I started with fino a 10, per te Mattia si fatto vedere, se so think at the record, the record, fa così, ma si stesso, traccio, volevo dire ripete, cosa si carica record, it for Mars, they are just rolling, obviously, just rolling quote, 13 and 13. vieni per la finga, tu ci questi remedi, attenzione, o se devi fortuna per questo so, non è lì anche. E il naso mio, non so se. E che fa? Si sono mosse, diciamo che si fa. Ah, saluto, vabbè, uno si vede il link particolare first one is about to make factory sono shot controlling and inizia coffee, così fosse una quick shot che fa che sono tesa fanno la shot fragment video della shot e quindi dice also the fact ricola se back fact ricola se breakfast su questa bomba in particolare su questa video è una mega bomba. Second thing is about resilience and the second thing is about resilience infatti manifestare ad ability sia si sta guardando resilience for me inside second place because at the first place of position there are the PAM Italian series. In fact, I truly recommend them because they are really superb. Tomorrow I suppose for not die. If I cannot tomorrow to leppen my wild, see.